Hello students, today's topic is operant conditioning. We have already studied about the classical conditioning by Ivan Pavlov. Now we will study about the operant conditioning theory given by the B.F. Skinner. This type of conditioning was given by B.F. Skinner. Skinner studied the occurrence of voluntary responses when an organism operates on the environment. He called them operants. Operants are basically those behaviors or responses which are emitted by the animals and human beings voluntarily and are under their control. The term operant is used because the organism operates on the environment. Conditioning of operant behavior is called operant conditioning. So we have studied here that this type of conditioning was given by the B.F. Skinner. Basically, he was an American psychologist and he was already doing the experiments on the pigeons and the rats, and according to him, the occurrence of voluntary responses means the responses which we emit by our own choice, not because of someone else's will. If we are supposed to do, if we are willing to do a response, then we will do that response. That is the voluntary response. And the term operant is given in this conditioning because the organism that operates on the environment, and that is why it is called the operant conditioning theory. It is also called as instrumental conditioning because it is a method of learning that employs rewards and punishments for behavior. Means if a behavior is wanted, the reward will be given. But if the behavior is not wanted, the punishment will be given. Through operant conditioning, an association is made between a behavior and a consequence. Consequence can be a positive, consequence can be a negative. Consequence means the result of that. Depending on the result, whether that is positive or negative, association is made. It's very normal. If you get the positive results, you are motivated. You are supposed to do that behavior again. And if you get the negative results, you are not supposed to get that behavior again. Operant or instrumental conditioning is a form of learning in which behavior is learnt, maintained, or changed through its consequences. The behavior that we are learning that should be maintained in future, or it can be changed. That all depends upon its results, its consequences. Now he conducted an experiment, and the chamber he used, that was called the Skinner's operant conditioning chamber, that is also called a Skinner box. It was designed to teach rats how to push a lever. A lever was used in the operant conditioning theory in the Skinner box. This behavior is not natural to rats, so operant conditioning with positive and negative reinforcement were performed in order to teach the behavior. Here, as we are seeing here in the diagram, the rat is in the Skinner box. In the box, there is a speaker, signal lights, lever, food dispenser tube, food pallet, electric grid, shock generator. So what was done? Skinner conducted his studies on rats and pigeons in special made boxes called the Skinner box. A hungry rat, one at a time, is placed in the chamber, which was so built that the rat could move inside but could not move out. In the chamber, there was a lever which was connected to a food container kept on the top of the chamber. When the lever is pressed, a food pallet drops on the plate placed close to the lever. While moving around and pawing the walls, that was exploratory behavior, the hungry rat accidentally presses the lever. A food pallet drops on the plate. The hungry rat eats it. In the next trial, after a while, the exploratory behavior again starts. As the number of trial increases, the rat takes less time to press the lever for food. Conditioning is complete when the rat presses the lever immediately after it is placed in the chamber. It is very obvious that lever pressing is an operant response and getting food is its consequence. So here is response is the pressing of the lever and consequence is the food. So whenever the food will be available to the rat, he will show the response or pressing the lever. As written here, positive reinforcement, a rat was awarded with food when he pressed the lever. And also, as you are seeing in the diagram, there is a shock generator and the electric grid also. This experiment, another part of the experiment is related to negative reinforcement, where rat was able to turn off electric shocks produced by the floor by pressing the lever. So here is about the experiment conducted by the B.F. Skinner on the rats. So what are the determinants of operant conditioning? Here there is a term very important here, reinforcers. A reinforcer is basically any stimulus or event which increases the probability of the occurrence of a desired response. That there are many types of reinforcers also, positive or the negative. The determinants also are frequency, the quality and the schedules of reinforcement. We will study here in detail. The types of reinforcement, positive reinforcement involves stimuli that have the pleasant consequences. They strengthen and maintain the responses that have caused them to occur. Negative reinforcer involve unpleasant and painful stimuli. Responses that lead organisms to get rid of the painful stimuli or avoid and escape from them provide negative reinforcement. Negative reinforcement leads to learning of avoidance and escape responses. Now, when we talk about the frequency or the number of reinforcement, here frequency of a trial means the number of times on which an organism has been reinforced or rewarded. Amount of reinforcement, how much of reinforcing stimulus one receives on each trial. The quality of reinforcements means the kind of reinforcer. Here example is there, the bread of inferior quality as compared with the pieces of cake have different reinforcing value. Another example, like the children, they are more motivated will with the chocolates and toffees rather than simple praise. Now, schedules of reinforcement. Schedule of reinforcement, it refers to the arrangement of delivery of reinforcement during the trials. When a desired response is reinforcement every time it occurs, we call it continuous reinforcement. When according to schedule, responses are sometimes reinforced, sometimes not, it is known as partial reinforcement and has been found to produce greater resistance to extinction. इन सिंपल टर्म्स क्या होता है, जब आपको हर बार आप रिस्पॉन्स कर रहे हैं और आपको रीइंफोर्समेंट कॉन्टिन्यूसली मिल रही है, रिवॉर्ड मिल रहा है, तो उससे क्या होगा कि आप उस बिहेवियर को बार बार करेंगे. लेकिन व्हेन इट हैपन्स कि आप अभी परफॉर्मेंस शो कर रहे हैं, आपको अभी उसका रिवॉर्ड मिलता है, नेक्स्ट टाइम आप करते हैं उसको रिवॉर्ड मिलता है, थर्ड टाइम आप करते हैं रिवॉर्ड नहीं मिलता, फोर्थ टाइम करते हैं रिवॉर्ड नहीं मिलता, फिर फिफ्थ टाइम मिलता है, इट मीन्स that is a partial. Continuously you are not getting the consequences here. So that leads to extinction. That leads to extinction of the behavior also. फिर एक स्टेज ऐसी आती है, you said कि no response will be there, no reward will be there, I will not behave in that way they wanted. Now there is a delayed reinforcement also. It is found that delay in the delivery of reinforcement leads to poorer level of performance. जो हमें reinforcement है, एक तरह से आप कहिए कि हमारा जो अवार्ड है, अगर हमें बड़ी देर के बाद मिलता है तो उसकी वजह से हमारा जो मोटिवेशन लेवल लो हो जाता है, और हमारी जो परफॉर्मेंस लेवल है दैट ऑल्सो बिकम्स poorer. So it was all about the operant conditioning theory. Thank you very much.